Nevada is where we're at for the Big West Championship. I am Mid-Major Matt, SportsMemo.com. Let's take a look at the bracket for the Big West. Pretty standard. As you can tell, there's a little bit of an advantage for the 1 seeds and the first off seeds, but there are some games early on. Pretty standard bracket compared to some of the stuff we've seen. Let's take a look at the odds. UC Irvine and Cal Santa Barbara are up there. Your 1 and 2 seeds not exactly up there, so not a lot of faith in the best teams in the conference. Make sure to shop around depending upon the teams that you're looking for. Let's take a look at those 1 and 2 seeds. Long Beach State, 12-3 in the conference, stumbled a little bit down the stretch, went 3-2 after an 11-game win streak. The 49ers always notorious for tough non-conference slates. You look at their team and, well, 10th in the conference at 2-point percentage, 3rd from offensive 3-point percentage, and 5th from the free throw line. Defensively, 8th against the 2, 3rd against the 3. Their conference losses by 5 against Hawaii way back in January, by 13 at UCSB, and by 5 at UC Irvine. Let's take a look at the 2 seed, Fullerton, 11-4 in conference, although they lost 2 of their last 3. And if you look at their numbers, it's not great. They are good from the free throw line, second best in the conference, shooting 77.6%, but 6th from 2-point land, 7th from 3-point land. Defensively, not great either. 5th from defending the 2, 9th defending the 3. Their conference losses, they got swept by UC Riverside. They lost by 10 at Long Beach State, and they lost by 17 at Hawaii. We can forgive that one a little bit. Some freak results sometimes when you go out to the islands. I'm going to be a cop-out here a little bit. When you look at the sneaky team here, I think it's the winner of the Irvine-UC Santa Barbara game. I think both of these teams have championship pedigrees. Remember, UC Santa Barbara went to the tournament last year. UC Irvine is always in the mix. Irvine has won 9 of their last 11. They split with Long Beach State. They did lose both games to Fullerton, but I'm not worried about that as much when it comes to March. And then you look at Cal Santa Barbara, 8-5 in conference. They've won 5 straight, 8 of their last 9. They split with Long Beach State, lost both their games to Fullerton, and lost by 1 to Irvine in their only meeting between the two. So I'm going to cop out a little bit. I'm going to say personal preference here, depending upon who you think is going to win this UC Irvine Long Beach State game. I think that's where the value is in this conference. I don't like the 1 and the 2 in this one. I don't think they're necessarily going to win. Maybe you sprinkle on both Irvine and Cal Santa Barbara. But this is another conference. If you didn't have to play anything, you don't necessarily have to. Check out my work at SportsMemo.com. Entering a solid run now as we get set for the NCAA Tournament. Mid-Major Matt, signing off.